This is a Sessions video tutorial using the color wheel.
The color wheel provides an excellent system for understanding color relationships and creating effective color schemes. Let's look at how to use geometric shapes and the color wheel to create harmonies. An equilateral triangle has sides of the same length and can be rotated around the interior of the circle to form triads of color. The primary triad of red, yellow, and blue is the most basic, but there are plenty of others to choose from. An isosceles triangle creates a split complement harmony. It's formed by first picking two complementary colors, like yellow and violet in this example. One complement is used in the harmony, in this case yellow, and the two adjacent tertiary colors of the other complement finish it off. Sometimes you need a color scheme with more than the usual 2 or 3 colors. A rectangle gives you 4 colors and creates a harmonious relationship because it uses the adjacent tertiary colors of any complementary pair. Squares have a similar result, combining a pair of complementary colors with a pair of tertiary complements. These shapes within the color wheel give you lots of options, but there are other ways to make effective color schemes. The analogous color scheme is a classic. It's formed by a set of 3 colors adjacent on the color wheel. This design uses an analogous scheme that gives it a smooth, rich feel. It doesn't have a lot of visual contrast, but it's very pleasing to the eye. A complementary color scheme contains any 2 colors that are directly opposite one another on the color wheel. They work well because they contain all 3 elements of the primary triad. This design uses a complementary color palette. It has lots of visual contrast and pop. These colors in combination practically vibrate. With all these possibilities for color schemes, how do you choose just one? Let's try it with a client called the Color Channel. They need a color scheme for their new business, and we'll try a range of harmonies. I'll start with an analogous scheme centered around green. I like how these colors blend together, but this combination doesn't have much visual pop. Next, I'll try a complementary scheme using orange and blue. It's only 2 colors, but look at all that contrast. For another eye-catching scheme, I'll choose a triad using an equilateral triangle. This one has the primaries and gives me a bright and simple look. There's something about using primary colors that makes a palette look almost childlike. An isosceles triangle gives me a split complements pair, a different look from my equilateral triad, and offers a slightly more nuanced color harmony, with the 2 colors at the base being almost analogous and blending together. Finally, for a 4-color scheme, I'm going to go with a rectangle in the color wheel that gives me yellow-orange, yellow-green, red-violet, and blue-violet. These are just a few of the many color scheme possibilities we get from the color wheel.